it's me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another meals I made this week video, guys, where I share with you a few of the dinners that I've made throughout the week. I break it down for you in terms of cost and everything like that, and then show you exactly how I make these dinners. I also share one dessert every single week as well, but I am going to be doing a series on my channel soon where I'm going to be doing loads more desserts. It's a series called Bake With Me, so if you are interested in that, then definitely stick around. If you do like this video, then please don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below, guys. You can also find meals I made this week over on Instagram and on TikTok as well. I have started a TikTok account for this series where I'm going to be showing the individual recipes for each of the meals, the actual videos of the meals, whereas the Instagram is more like just a catalogue of the photos. The TikTok is going to be mini clips from these YouTube videos showing you the individual meals. So if you do want to see all of the recipes divided up into separate videos, then definitely go check out on TikTok. I'll also be doing some fun little sort of skit bits and pieces as well over there. So yeah, I have started a new TikTok for meals I made this week, and you can find both on TikTok and Instagram at meals I made this week. So definitely go check out the other social media accounts for this series because it's going to be super fun. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's dive in and see what I made on Monday. It's Monday evening, guys, and we are going to be making some chicken Kiev jacket potatoes this evening, so I'm so excited about this. Let's run through the ingredients and how much this will cost us. We've got a big bag of crispy chicken strips here. We're going to be using about a third of this bag, and we've got a little handful of whole green beans in here. We've got 4 baking potatoes, some double cream, some 4 cheese blend, some boursin, garlic and herb. I'm going to be using a few cloves of garlic, some parsley and some butter, and altogether, guys, this dinner comes to £6.27. Not too bad for a midweek meal. Let's dive in and start the cooking. First things first, let's get this oven preheated to the maximum temperature. I've just prepped our baking potatoes by pricking them all over with a fork. Now I'm putting on this grill tray, and this is going to go into the oven now for 30 minutes. I've just put the crispy chicken strips onto a tray ready for later, and I've also just put some whole green beans into a saucepan with some cold water, again just setting aside for later just so they're prepped and ready to go. And the last bit of prep we need to do is just to mince the garlic cloves and chop up our parsley. Just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to save some of this parsley for later on, just for a garnish on top, and the garlic and the parsley we're now going to turn into a garlic butter. Now into a little dish I've just put some butter, and I'm just going to add the majority of that parsley and this minced garlic into here now and mix it all together. Now I won't be using all of this for this meal, but while I'm making some garlic butter, I thought I might as well make some to go in my fridge as well. I like to put it onto ciabatta rolls to make garlic bread, and there's so many different uses for a garlic butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this up. I'm going to use most of it for my dinner this evening, but I will just put the remainder in the fridge in this little Tupperware pot, just to be used at a later date. That is our garlic butter made, and like I said, I've got a little bit of parsley left for garnishing later. Our potatoes have just come out after half an hour now, and now we're going to use like a little silicone brush, and we're just going to dust these over with some olive oil and then sprinkle on some salt and pepper. Now we're going to turn these over, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Olive oil, salt and pepper. And now these are going to go back into the oven for 40 minutes, and we're going to put our crispy chicken strips in at the same time on the next shelf down. Now while our potatoes and chicken are cooking, we're just going to prepare our garlic cheese sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our whole boursin garlic and herbs. That's going to go into our pan along with a cup of double cream and half a cup of our 4 cheese blend. Just like that, and we're just going to leave that aside for one moment. We've got about 10 minutes left on the potatoes and chicken, so I've just put this on to boil now. I've just mixed together our double cream boursin and cheese blend, and now I'm just going to heat this up because we've got 5 minutes left until the chicken and potatoes are done, so I'm just going to heat this up now. And we just want to heat it through until it's this gorgeous sort of cheesy, stringy consistency. It's thick, it's delicious, it's gorgeous. Now that's ready, guys, we are ready to serve. First things first, we're going to cut a cross section into our jacket potato. Now we're going to fluff up the center of this with a fork, and we're going to be adding a dollop of our garlic butter to this too. Then we're going to add a handful of our 4 cheese blend. Then we're going to add our crispy chicken strips. And then to this we're going to add our whole green beans. And then we're going to add our cheese sauce. And the last step is to just garnish with a little bit of parsley. And these are the kids' dinners. So we've got Tyler's, Liam's, and Ava's here as well. So I've taken her potato out of her jacket and mashed that with some regular butter. We've put a little bit of the sauce of her green beans and her chicken strips. And then this is my dinner, guys. This is such a tasty dinner. If you love like garlic, herb, chicken, it's absolutely delicious, guys. Such a good twist on the classic jacket potato as well. So yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy this now and we'll catch you later for some more meals. Tuesday evening, guys, and we're gonna be making a meatball Mexican tray bake. Super excited for this one. We're gonna be using half of our pack of 24 meatballs. So we're gonna be using 12 meatballs out of this. The other 12 are gonna get frozen, put in our freezer. Then going to use 2 peppers, 1 red onion, 1 lime, some Cajun seasoning, Greek yogurt, 2 tins of red kidney beans, 1 tin of sweet corn, and about 300 grams of basmati rice. That is what we're going to be using for this meal, guys. The total cost is £5.96. Let's dive in with the cooking. First things first, let's get our oven preheated to gas mark 7. Then we've got our rice cooking in the rice cooker, and that's going to stay on while we prep the rest. Just put our 12 meatballs into a roasting tin now. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning to this. Just giving the meatballs all a toss around in the seasoning so they're all well covered. Now what I want to do is chop up our 2 peppers and our onion, just like that. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add this to our tray. And then to this, we're just going to drizzle over a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to add 1 more tablespoon of Cajun seasoning over our vegetables. And then we're going to toss that all together. Now we're going to pop this tray into our preheated oven for 20 minutes now. Now we're going to zest and quarter our lime, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our zest of our lime into our bowl with 250 grams of our Greek yogurt in, and give that all a mix up. All mixed together now with a little bits of zest through it. Smells incredible. And we're just going to leave this yogurt and these lime wedges to one side until we're ready to serve. Now we're going to open up the tins of our red kidney beans, and we're just going to drain these off and rinse these now. And I'm just going to open the sweet corn tin ready, but the water that's in here we want to keep in here for later. Now this has been cooking for 20 minutes. It's time to add our drained kidney beans. And also our sweet corn. Remember, we're going to be pouring the water into this as well. And then we're going to mix this all together. And then we're just going to put this back into the oven for another 5 minutes until the meatballs are thoroughly cooked. Our tray bake's finished cooking, the meatballs are thoroughly cooked, so let's get serving, guys. First up, I've served up the rice with the lime wedge to garnish. And then we're just going to top this off with some of our lime yogurt. And that is our dinner served, guys. We've got the boys' portions over here, so we've got Tyler's dinner and Liam's dinner, and then we've got mine and Ava's over here. Again, I've just not given Ava onions or peppers. I've cut her meatballs into quarters, and she's got the lime yogurt, the lime wedge, rice, and she's got some of the beans and sweet corn there. So yeah, guys, that is our Tuesday night dinner, and we are going to go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you tomorrow for some more dinners. Wednesday morning, guys, and it's time to make our pudding for this evening, and we're going to be making some chocolate fridge cake. Super excited for this. We're going to be using 200 grams of unsalted butter, a tin of condensed milk, some Maryland cookies, some Mars bars, some crunchy bars, some Maltesers, and a big bar of Galaxy. And yeah, guys, let's just dive straight in and get making this pudding. In a pan, we're going to melt together our condensed milk and our 200 grams of butter. And while that's melting away, we're going to chop up our crunchies, Mars bars, and Maryland cookies into small bite-sized pieces. Just like that. And I've just used about 2/3 of the pack of Maryland cookies, so we've still got like 1/3 of those left. But I've used about 2/3 of the pack of those, and I've used all 4 crunchies and all 4 Mars bars. Now that this is all melted and heated up and all melted together, we're now going to add our Mars bars to this now. I'm just going to give this all a good mix. Now to this chocolatey fudgy goodness that's in this bowl right now, we're going to add the rest of our crunchies, the cookies, and our packet of Maltesers to this now. And now we're going to give all of this a good mix up together. And this is when I decide that I do actually want to go ahead and add the rest of the cookies to this now. So I'm going to just quickly chop up the last bits of the cookies, just like that. And we're just going to get this little bit mixed in now. Now what we want to do is get this transferred into a cake tin. I'm going to be using my 8-inch silicone cake tin for this, and we're just going to transfer that into here now. Now we're just going to set this in the fridge to chill for 20 minutes. Just taking this out of the fridge where it was chilling, and I'm going to melt about 250 grams of this Galaxy chocolate in the microwave, little 10-second bursts in a bowl, just like that. Sorry, hunger warning. And now we're just gonna top off our chocolate fridge cake with our Galaxy melted chocolate. Just like that. And now this is going to get put back into the fridge now for about 3 to 4 hours, and then we're going to come back and we're going to cut it up and serve it. Wednesday evening now, guys, and what we're going to be making is some soft fish finger tacos with some chips on the side. So we've got 13 fish fingers here, just what I've got left in my freezer. I've got a packet of cherry tomatoes, some chips, crispy home-style chips from Asda, got some mayonnaise, some coriander, a red onion, a lime, and some little mini wraps, which are going to be our soft tacos. All in all, guys, this dinner comes to £5.13. Let's dive in and start the cooking. Starting off with preheating our oven to gas mark 7. We're going to pop our chips into the oven now on the top shelf, and then after 10 minutes we're going to add our fish fingers on the next shelf down. Now for some veg prep, we're going to dice up our tomatoes and our red onion, and we're also going to chop up all of our coriander as well. 10 minutes has been up, so we're just going to add our fish fingers onto the second shelf now. I've just popped our chopped tomatoes and chopped onion into this bowl. I'm going to now add half of this coriander into here as well. Now to this I'm going to add the juice of half of a lime and half a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to mix that together, and that's going to be our salsa. That is our salsa made, and now our other condiment for this meal is going to be a coriander mayonnaise. Now to my small food processor, I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Now to this we're going to add the rest of our chopped up coriander, and we're going to also add the juice from the other half of the lime. Now we're going to blitz this up, and that is our coriander lime mayonnaise done. Now just going to wait for our fish fingers and our chips to be done, and then we can serve it up with our condiments. And this is the kids' dinner served up. So this is Tyler's, Liam's, and we've got Ava's here as well, who doesn't have the wrap or the condiments that I made, but she's got some cut up tomatoes and cucumber with the fish fingers and some chips. And then for mine, guys, I've literally just heated up the wraps a little bit. We've put some of the coriander lime mayonnaise on the bottom of the wraps, and then we piled on our salsa next to it, and I'm just going to serve up my fish fingers and chips now to finish it off. Just like that, guys. And now we're going to go and eat this now and enjoy this, wrap these up and take a huge bite out of it. I'm so excited. We absolutely love this dinner over here. This is my classic salsa recipe. I use it with so many different dinners. But yeah, this is our fish finger soft tacos for our Wednesday evening dinner, guys. We're going to go and enjoy this now, and then we'll be back shortly for our pudding. And that is our chocolate fridge cake all cut up, guys. As you can see the cookies, the Maltesers, the crunchy bars throughout, as well as the Galaxy chocolate layer on top. I absolutely love these, guys. Can't wait to dive in and share these with the kids now. And yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow for another meal. Thursday evening, guys, and we're going to be making some mushroom stroganoff with some kale and rice on the side today. Super excited for this one. Let's dive into the ingredients and the total cost for this meal. So we're going to be using some basmati rice. We've got a packet of curly kale here. We've got a packet of frozen sliced mushrooms, which I've actually defrosted today. We're going to have some corn flour, garlic granules, some light soy sauce, or you can use Worcester sauce instead of this as well, but this is optional. You don't actually have to have this. Some mustard. You can use English mustard. I love French's. I've got some soured cream, 150ml pot of that, an onion, a vegetable stock pot, some thyme, and some parsley. That is everything we need, guys. In total, it comes to £4.78 for this meal. Let's dive in and do some cooking. First things first, I'm going to pop my rice on to cook in the rice cooker. I've got 300 grams of rice in here with the appropriate amount of water. I'm just going to let my rice cooker do its thing, and this will keep the rice warm as well. So yeah, just going to pop the rice cooker on. That's going to stay on the side while we prep the rest. And I've just preheated the oven to gas mark 7 for our crispy kale later, and I've just prepared all of the kale, just taking it off of the stalks really, just removed any large stalks and just put that onto a baking tray. I'm now going to add a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper to this. Just like that, it's all seasoned and tossed up in the oil, salt and pepper, and this is going to go in our oven about 5-10 minutes before the end, but I just wanted to prepare that now. I'm just gonna quickly dice up an onion now and heat up some vegetable oil into a large frying pan. Just like that, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our sliced mushrooms and squeeze out all the excess moisture from here. Now we're gonna add our mushrooms to this pan. We're gonna cook these on high for about 4 minutes now until they're well browned. Now we're gonna season this with loads of black pepper. Now to this we're gonna add our onions, and we're going to cook this for 4 to 5 minutes until softened. Now to this I'm going to add half a teaspoon of garlic granules. I'm also going to throw in some sprigs of thyme as well. Just going to mix that up and let that cook for 1 minute. While that's cooking, I'm just going to quickly make our vegetable stock pot up with 700 ml of boiling water. So I've made up my vegetable stock, and I'm just going to make up a little corn flour mixture. I'm just going to do 2 tablespoons of corn flour with 4 tablespoons of water. Now to this we're going to be adding our vegetable stock, but we need to reserve some of the vegetable stock for a second. So we've just added that like so, and we've just kept a little bit of the liquid in here, so about 100 milliliters. And what we're going to do now is we're going to mix in our soured cream, the whole pot, into here. This is 150 milliliters. We're going to mix it into here just to bring the temperature up for the sour cream, just so it doesn't curdle in the pan. Just like that. So that's now all mixed in without curdling. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our cream mixture to our pan, our corn flour mixture to our pan, along with 1 teaspoon of mustard and 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. Now we're going to mix this all together. Now we're going to let this cook for about 4 or 5 minutes until it's thickened. Meanwhile, we're going to pop our kale into the oven. And while that's all cooking, I'm just going to prep a little bit of parsley for a garnish. Now all that's left to do is to remove the thyme sprigs from our mushroom stroganoff and serve up. First up for serving, we've got our rice served with our crispy, crunchy kale on the side. And then we're just going to serve up the mushroom stroganoff on top with a crack of black pepper and a little sprinkling of parsley to garnish. And that is our mushroom stroganoff done. That is the kids served up as well. So we've got Tyler's, Liam's, and we've got Ava's little one here as well. And then of course this one is mine, guys. This is our Thursday evening dinner. Super excited to dive in and eat this now. And we'll catch you next week for some more dinners. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, leave me a little comment down below. Let me know what your favourite meal was from this episode. And yeah, stay tuned for next week, because at the beginning of the week we will be uploading our weekly food shop, giving you a little teaser trailer into what meals are to come the next week. And then of course on Sunday we'll be uploading another meals I made this week video, guys. I hope you're enjoying my content so far, guys. Thank you for all the love and support on my channel. As always, it means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I will see you really, really soon, guys, for another video. Take care. Bye.